Alright, so today we're gonna talk about some of the leaks coming up on the Regent server and some interesting stuff. So this is all server side, the what Regent's called beta app of Grand Cross that he has access to. This is stuff that usually Nemarbo has as a outlet for ideas that they plan on doing and they plan on releasing, but not exactly always it's how it goes. So, he just posted this today, so we're gonna talk about it. This is a calendar that Marvel had planned, July to October. July, of course, already passed. We're in August now. It probably won't be like this anymore. So July 28th, they had planned on releasing the Holy War Festival Estarossa, which did not happen. We got... What happened on July 28th? I'm actually gonna check Grand Cross database right now. What happened during that time? Banner-wise. We got Ludo, yeah. So on the 29th of July, we got Ludo. Or, Margaret, whatever. So that's what we got instead. We got Misav, we got Ludo. And then August 12th, which is today, they were planning on releasing Margaret as a 600 banner, right? Which, maybe if Margaret had released as a 600 banner, she wouldn't be as strong as she is now. I mean, right now, Margaret is shy of being like the bastion in the game. Like, she's insane, right? Maybe she wouldn't be like that. New artifacts, angels and demons. We did get new artifacts for Ludo, but not for demons. New event, battle versus the three brothers, and final boss Matron and Gurheed. So here's what happened. Right now, if you saw in game, we got the super boss Zeldris and Estarossa. But here's a funny thing, right? This battle versus the three seems like it was what was supposed to happen, because we got leaks yet last week. This is July 29th. No, this is over last week. This is when Ludo came out and we got a patch, right? So 2 weeks ago, of this, a fight against Meliodas, Estarossa, and Zeldris, not super boss Zeldris and Estarossa. And I think that is what was supposed to happen, but for whatever reason, they decided to release a super boss Zeldris and Estarossa instead. I don't know what kind of rewards would have been for this event with Meliodas, because it doesn't seem like it was super boss. It seems like it was a completely different thing. And then, it was supposed to be a final boss Matrona and Gurheed, which it's not a joke final boss, I guess. But yeah, that begs the question: where is that event? We'll see whenever they decide to release this versus the Three Brothers event, which again, I mean, I don't know, like, I think it's okay that they can release right now, because I think it would be a little out of place. I guess Cusack makes sense, because he, is Zeldris' teacher. Maybe, you can say it makes sense for the eventual release now because of that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know about Estarossa, because, for the story, like, Cusack, as soon as he meets eyes with Estarossa, he's like a little sus, So I don't know. We'll see whenever this event versus the Three Brothers comes out. But it's really odd that, it wasn't the files. It was probably supposed to come out today. But they scrapped that and said, let's do a super boss Zeldris and Estarossa. It's fine. Do that instead. August 25th. So this is starting to be in the future now. And again, just like things that were from the past that were changed, this is probably, stuff that might not meet, but I think that I would say there's a good chance to actually happen, because these are very basic stuff. Like August 25th, new Ragnarok event, which makes sense. We haven't had Ragnarok in a while now. Ragnarok released on JP, when was it? 24th of June. So it's been, this will meet 2 months. This will be exactly 2 months since Ragnarok, the other update for Ragnarok has come out. So I guess it makes sense if they want Ragnarok to be a bi-monthly thing, which again, that's probably their plan. New deathmatch. See, I don't know about that. I don't know if they're gonna release a new death match with, you know, new raid mats, new level cap. I think that's probably not gonna happen. The Ragnarok unit free. I think, you know, they're probably planning on releasing a free unit with each Ragnarok update. I'm not actually mad that they released Tonar for free for the update, you know, the first one that we had. I know she was the least hype, you know, compared to, you know, Sigurd, and Sigurd of course is gonna be the most hype because he's like the, I don't want to say main villain, but he's like the main antagonist right now in the story that we're having. So it makes sense that he was paid, right? And then Lost Vein, it's Meliodas, it's not part of this, it's not like an original character, right? So it turned out being paid free, you know, made sense. And she was good for the raid. She is good for the raid. She has a good 4th slot for the raid, so, you know, for the Belmoth raid or whatever. So it was okay. So we're probably going to be getting a unit like Tonar for free. You know, who knows who's gonna be? I mean, if they, you know, keep up the release just like, you know, the first time, it's probably gonna be 2 new original characters and a re-release of another character, maybe a new Elizabeth or a new Bon or a new Skinny King, because those are the characters that are in the story, right? We don't have like Winged King or anything, so it's probably gonna be like a Brawler Bon or Skinny King, which, you know, if we do get like a new Brawler Bond, I would say like Brawler Bond's gonna need like some stat buffs. You know, those old characters are in shambles. They need some buffs. So we'll see what they do with the next Ragnarok pack, or maybe they'll release 3 new original characters. You know, that could happen for September 8th, which is, you know, we're talking about like 2 week spams right here, right? COLLAB event, which could happen. You know, we haven't had a new collab in a while now at this point. New collab unit, support for collaboration units and support through Assault Meliodas. It's funny, like, you know, Assault Melee has released, they released like in January of 2021, right? Yeah. No, I mean, basically, he released on the 30th of December of 2020, right? And we're still talking about Assault Melee needing support. That's crazy. I mean, I say that Assault Melee is in a good state right now with Sigurd. You slap on Chandler and Sigurd, and I think that's probably the best team for him. Or if not Chandler, maybe Blue Drow. But probably Chandler. I would say Chandler is like, you know, the disable thing is just way too strong. You can, you know, compete against Margaret at that point if you can disable her all the time. But yeah, you have like, you know, Sigurd, which was really good for Assault Melee. So I think Assault Melee is in a decent spot. But of course, they keep releasing busted units, right? They just released they released Bond, which was horrible for Assault Melee because Bond just one shots him, and then now they released Margaret, which is insane, you know, right? So like you're talking about, you know, you want to give Assault Melee support, but you keep releasing units that destroy him. So I mean, we'll see what this collab event will bring. I mean, if we're talking, you know, about units supporting Assault Melee, we're probably going to be seeing some demons. Or we could see characters just like Sigurd, where they're half demon, half something else. That would be cool. You know, there's nothing like it, because with Sigurd's passive, right? It was like Sigurd has his own passive where it increases the attack and stuff, and then with that, he also has the fact that he's also a demon, right? So it's not like the passive takes away from anything. So they can just slap on this passive of having double race to literally anyone. So if they're gonna make a new collab, I don't know who the collab units could be. That they could be like demon, and like this is what should have happened with freaking ReZero, right? The Ram and Ram should have been considered demons as well as part of their passive. That would have been great. That's fine though. You know, the way they released was fine because they were still super good, right? Emilia, Merlin, and Goddess Liz is arguably still like top 3 best team in the game, right? So we'll see who this collab is, or if they maybe decide to change, but we'll see who this collab is. September 22, Hendrickson and Dreyfus units, final boss offer. Didn't we see new leaks for Hendrickson and Dreyfus assets. I could be incorrect about that. I think I am. Maybe I'm thinking about the super boss that we had because we got assets for them. Yeah, I think so. I think I was thinking about that. But okay, Hendrickson and Dreyfus. I mean, if we're talking about base Hendrickson, right? We only have one base Hendrickson. Oh, and we only have one Demon Hendrickson as well, so it could be either or. I mean, I wouldn't mind a new Hendrickson or a new Dreyfus. This could be a good, chill banner week. A new Hendrickson Dreyfus banner that could be a good nice skip, especially after collab and stuff. Final boss Arthur, final bosses at this point, I'm telling you, is just nothing special. They release they're planning on releasing a final boss for Matrona and Gurhid. Final bosses, to me, final bosses have lost its meaning. It's like anyone can be a final boss. So October 6th, we're getting to spooky time. Halloween disaster units. We're probably gonna re-release, of course. Galfer, Shin, and Roxy in the banner. Probably with the old units as well, right? Maybe for the second banner, but this could be like just Roxy and Shen on the banner plus 2 new disaster Halloween characters, and then 1 week later. This is what I mean. I guess it makes sense if they're doing the same thing as they did with just now the Summer Roxy, where Summer Roxy came out alone, right, on the banner, and then a week later they released new summer units as well. October 13th, a new Halloween ESCANOR. Just regular Halloween characters. Halloween ESCANOR. I mean, this could be the last base ESCANOR, which I wouldn't be sad about. I would love to see the last base ESCANOR release. In this banner they probably would release, Green Galfer, and the old Halloween units, Gilla, Meliodas, Elaine. So we'll see. October 13th, they say. And then October 27th, 2 weeks later, a new Ragnarok event. That'll be, I guess that would make sense, because that would be 2 months, right? August 25th, Ragnarok, and then it would be the whole of September, and then basically the whole of October, and then at the end of October, a new Ragnarok event. That would be 2 months, right? That'll be like the end of August until September starts, the whole of September, and then the whole of October until basically the end. That'll be 2 months again. So a new Ragnarok event would start again every 2 months. But I don't, I think, I don't know if this release schedule would actually happen. The only reason I say that is because there's no festival unit. There's just nothing about festivals here, which personally I think that would be great. Actually, if this is the real schedule of what's coming up, I think we need a break from festivals. They literally released for the first time ever a festival banner, and then 2 weeks later another festival banner, and those are 2 festival banners that had no side unit. It was just the unit, And the second festival, Kusak, is just, I know it's a skip, it's a big skip. So for the majority of people, it's like they never even release a new banner, right? But they need a break from festivals after doing that. So I would love if this schedule is actually correct, because I would love a break from festivals. They probably, after this Ragnarok event maybe like a regular festival banner would come out after that. Especially because we're starting to get like end of year stuff. If you recall, last year at the end of year was the 1 in November and Assault Melee in December. So basically January, but still it was December. So end of year is like where the big guns come out. So I don't know who they would release as festival at the end of this year. To be honest, who would be big guns? We'll see what story would be up until then. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think of this release schedule. I kind of like it actually. You know, if this does come out to be, you know, the way it is, you know, I'm pretty excited for a new Ragnarok event and a new collab. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Regions, for the server side leaks, and that's it.